Oh yeah, that's what pulls the plane.
Getting on the airplane now.
Gregory's first trip. There's Dad.
Philadelphia to Cincinnati.
Woo! Okay.
You can sit all the way back to We're flying. We're moving up the runway here. Looks like we're going about, I don't know, 45, 100, 200. We're going to go up in the air any second now. Look out the window. Look out the window.
Look how fast we're going. We're almost up.
We're going to go up in the air.
We're almost up. You'll see the sky.
Here we go. We're moving fast now. What do you think, buddy?
Here we go.
Up in the air. Yay! Look at that.
Chew that gum. Chew the gum so your ears don't hurt.
Say bye-bye, ground.
You swallowed your gum. Let's hope they don't hurt.
Still going up.
Look out the window. Wow, we're way up in the sky.
Way up in the sky?
Yeah.
Gregory, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
Going in the airplane. What's the airplane do?
Yeah, we're flying up in the sky. Gregory's riding home here.
Alright.
On the
You
airplane.
can take the ones you guess. What color is this?
He's eating tricks. So is his mother. Did you see that? Say goodbye, camera.
Yeah, there's Gregory getting to the airport.
Hey, Grandpa grew his mustache back.
Yep. Reunion.
Okay. Action.
All right. Well, we're finally in Alaska, and it's about 2:30, and we're really beat. So we're gonna say goodnight. Good night.
Good night.
Is it on again? Yeah, it's red light.
This, by the way, is the room that we stayed in, which used to be my sister's room when I lived here. She somehow wound up in my old room. I don't know what this is over here. What is that? Cute, huh?
Good morning after.
Yeah. Uncle Robert got his hair cut again.
That's 11:52 our time. So it'd be 7:52 Alaska time.
It's Butte.
Robert getting ready for school. Oh, there's Dad. There's Greg. Looking a bit wrinkled there. Let's get a close-up on Dad's new mustache.
Wait for the girls to come in.
Yes, yours.
Do you want your eggs scrambled or?
I'll make the eggs, honey.
Yeah, I saw that.
Notice what the kids are eating. Pop-Tarts and bacon. This is an Alaskan favorite.
What do you eat when you're in Philadelphia? Pop-Tarts.
Gregory, did you say grace? Did you say grace, little guy?
Are you eating your Pop-Tart? Eating your Pop-Tart?
Go ahead, finish.
Your Pop-Tart got cool.
Robbie, guess what? You got somebody else besides me to say Our Father in your nightly prayers.
Here's our first day here in Alaska, and it's raining, and I'm inside the living room looking out to Gregory in the playhouse, Robert's playhouse. This is Alaskan playhouses are on stilts. See if we can zoom in on the cute thing here. There's Daddy. Ah, they shut us out. Look, we have other things in Alaska. They got these things. I don't know what this is yet. I think you put your meat in it, so the bears can't get to it. Cool? But they went inside. Well, we'll come back.
No, I'm not your sugar.
No, you're not going to be my sugar.
Stop crying.
I can't, because you won't be my sugar.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Stop crying.
I'll try.
I'm gonna stop crying.
I'll try.
I'm gonna stop crying.
No, I want you to be my sugar.
I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
I'm not your sugar. I'm not your sugar.
My sugar now.
Are you daddy's sugar?
No.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not daddy's sugar.
You're not daddy's sugar?
No.
Are you my sugar?
Are
you my sugar?
No.
I guess I'll just have to be satisfied.
What a face.
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna
No, I don't think so.
cry. Cry.
We tape it.
You're a little stinker. What a face.
Cry. I'm sorry.
Oh.
No, you should.
The Lazenby family's driveway.
Oh my goodness.
Well, not really. This isn't the driveway.
It's so bumpy.
This is a road on the way to the driveway.
Wait. Let's get this puddle.
This is Lake Louise.
This is in the middle of the road.
Don't mind the bumps.
Look, we just cracked Mom's windshield.
This is whale cheese asphalt.
This is a car that didn't make it. This is why you have to own a truck or a Jeep in Alaska.
This is pavement. This is on the way to the driveway again.
Oh no! What gear do you have in it?
Drive.
First.
Nah, we'll be alright. Are we getting all this on tape?
Yeah.
This is a garbage can. Oops, wrong driveway.
Back up. All right, we gotta go slow down the driveway. I want to get the full perspective here. Okay, this is Lazenby driveway.
You might be able to focus it on the sign with everybody's name on it.
Where is it?
Right in front of us.
Okay.
All right. This is a luxury. Look at that. Going up through the clouds?
Yeah.
Okay, now if you go over to the right,
Over to the right, yeah.
the next part of mountain has a nice flat top on it.
Right.
That is Flat Top Mountain. Later in this video, you'll hopefully see pictures of Anchorage from a flat top mountain.
Okay. What's over here, all the way to the right?
Another mountain.
No special significance to this mountain.
Maybe from Flat Top we can get Sleeping Lady Mountain.
This is Alyeska, check it out.
Okay, we're moving again.
What's that driving by? Oh.
Subaru.
See, Alyeska does have civilization. We're in a traffic jam. It's a mountain in the background.
Hello. If you look off here in the distance, there's actually sun breaking through.
Oh, yeah? Oh, Keating's sleeping, finally.
Do you have the time and date on there?
That's time on. What time is it? Well,
Sunset Hills Baptist Church.
mountains. Let's zoom in on these mountains. Check it out.
Oh, on the arm.
Woo! He drives like a maniac. People will watch this tape and they'll be getting sick. They'll feel like they're really driving in the Jeep with you drive.
Oh yeah. 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven, where? Oh, 7-Eleven. Yes, they do have 7-Elevens even in Alaska. Cool.
Police car, see him?
Where?
Up straight up the road. His lights on. Pulling someone over.
They do that in Alaska.
See him? Right top of the hill.
Oh, yeah! Got him nagged. Woo! Bye. To that mountain now. It looks like a volcano the way the fog's sitting on top of it.
That's a mole hill.
Woo!
This is all new to me.
Narrate.
This
Houses are in the way
this
now.
was our beach.
Houses are in the
I'm
way.
gonna find the bluff.
These roads are full.
All the way to Seward is like this. Oh, you gotta go get a ball. I can tell you're recording so I can see the red light.
Okay. Day 2 at the bowling alley. Let's see. Greg said we have Eskimos over here. There's Mom. Let's see. These are what Eskimos look like. These are Eskimos.
What's he saying?
I don't know. Bowling for dollars. Can you believe this? Never sits on anybody's lap. Ever. Unless he's sick. He doesn't look sick. Not even looking pale there.
Look at your mommy.
He says, I'm just so tired. I'm gonna lay here and watch everybody bowl. Cutter ball! Yay, where's it gonna go? Where's it going?
This is the little addition they're putting on here.
This is the front of the new church. It's got a 3,000 members, 1,800 in the congregation this morning. Mountains in the background, beautiful.
This here we have great, this adorable little cabin, real log cabin, with the path of Okay, this is the beautiful Kepler Lake Boat Harbor. You'll see here, these are the boats. Uncle Robert, the Jeep, license plate BFY 553, Alaska issued. Says I'd rather be boating. We're still at Kepler Lake, but I just had to point out the first wildlife of our trip. A couple of headless ducks. Pretty neat, huh? Over here, this is Dee on her way to use the restroom. Look at that. I don't know if you can see, this says ladies here. Door's in good shape. Isn't that cute? Off here in the trees, right there you can see the men's room.
You have to back out of
Okay,
this.
we're doing some 4-buying out here in the wilderness. We're at about a 50-degree angle here.
I know there's any more campgrounds down there. Do you think there is, Barb?
This is Alaska Route 1 highway.
Do you think there's any more campgrounds down
Oh, go ahead and talk.
there? Greg, do you think there's more campgrounds down there?
Oh, I think we've got plenty of
I
room to
can turn
go.
around right here.
We'll come in. There we go. This beautiful round Baptist church. This is called a dome home.
A cute little one.
We could do some gold panning. Gold panning.
That's what we try to count on.
Are you taping?
Yes?
See the roof on this barn?
Yes?
I put the roof on that barn 5 years ago.
See that? These are what wolf dogs look like.
Mommy's taking pictures of the wolf doggies. That's a wolf doggy. Wolf dog.
Looks nice and content. Dogs everywhere.
Yeah. Wolf doggies everywhere. You're not narrating, hon.
Okay. This is what we call wolf country. All these dogs that can be potentially dangerous to human beings. This is an evil looking puppy.
And get the mountains in the background now with the dogs. The mountains and the Matanuska River below. Yeah, it's raining. See the baby wolf dogs? See them?
Oh.
Doggies?
Alaskan picnic table.
Yeah.
Just had to take a picture of that Alaskan picnic table.
Okay, narrate. Narrate.
After a hard day's work on the Matanuska River, we have the booty to prove it.
This is real Alaskan gold moose nuggets. And my wife shopping for souvenirs. Postcard souvenirs. Are you on the little molehill there?
Yeah.
Well, that little molehill was where my father used to hang out. That's called the Butte. Some mountains in the background.
Looks like
Down here we have the dried up riverbed of the Matanuska River. I don't see any waterfalls on that mountain, but there's a little bit of snow left on it. A couple little slivers. There's some snow coming on the peak of that mountain over to your left, past the trees. In fact, you can see the Matanuska Glacier from right here. Matanuska Glacier behind me in the background.
the Matanuska Glacier.
Yes, the Matanuska. Between the mountains. Do you see it?
Mm-hmm.
You sure you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That was fun. Back to the truck. They're waiting. Christmas
You ever
time
see
in
mountains
Alaska.
like this?
Here.
This is... Wait, Christmas time in Alaska.
Ready? Ready?
This was a beautiful Mexican restaurant in the background. Everything seems to be closing down in this part of Alaska. It's Palmer.
Decrepit.
Palmer. It's beautiful here.
Here we have a small school of spawning red salmon. And something has spooked them and they dispersed.
It's over to here.
Here with a big fish. Here's a few more.
Greg,
Yes?
I think that school over there is going to jump. I think one's getting ready to jump out of the water.
Hold it, let me find them.
Sure enough, one jumped out of the water.
Look at that.
There's another one jumping. Oh, there goes another one.
They must, yeah, look at that splash mark. Okay.
I was just saying.
Okay.
Lazenby Lane leads down this hill and up that beautiful mountain.
Lazenby Lane. This is Lazenby Road. This is where my father
Not Lazenby.
and his family were homesteaded. See, this road gets longer and longer. Down here at the end, you find the pine tree my father used to urinate on when he was a child, before they had an outhouse, directly in the center of our screen. Goodbye.
Oh, it's in there.
Here's Greg trying to steal the Lazenby sign. Where'd he go? Lazenby.
Hear about the log cabin.
Somewhere here, Gregory is having tug of war with a St. Bernard pup. There they go. Come over here. Oh, who's winning? Watch over there, doggy. Give him the bone. Whoop. Whee! Going, going.
Ready? Watch this. Let go my fingers.
Here's Greg jumping on a trampoline in Palmer.
1, 2. Ready? Ready?
He loves it.
1, 2. Oh, he doesn't bounce very well.
Well, no, because he was on his knees. He's got to stand up on his feet. Stand on your feet.
Well, we have to hold your hand on
Want to
here.
jump with me? Want to jump with me?
Gregory, jump with the pretty girl.
Jump up by yourself. Jump up
by
by yourself.
You guys jump by yourself, that way you won't fall.
Yeah. It's still right.
Jump hard.
Woo!
Watch your step. Boing, boing, boing. Boom. Let me help you.
Who's challenging who? I forgot. I'm challenging you.
Yeah, what's that?
Are shoes still here?
Whee!
Merry-go-round?
It's a playground in the middle of Alaska.
Hold on tight. I'll go with you. Ready? Ready? Hold on. Don't walk off. Gotta hold on tight. Hi, Mom. Where's Mommy? There she is. Whoa, hold on tight. Ready? Jump off now? 1, 2.
I almost ended up with one. We have to wait to see what the back.
Come on, tight. Come on.
It hurts
Hold on.
Beautiful backyard. This is the house. Friends of the Lazenbys live here. They got this beautiful stream running through their yard here. Greg and Gregory over at the water wheel. It's where salmon spawn. This is what the inside of a log cabin looks like. Pretty nice.
I mean, before then.
I ain't seen him since they left
There's
him.
Dad. And there's his friend. He used to beat him up when he was in school. Now they're best friends. Zoom on the bully.
Or before then, when they left here.
Yeah, they left us.
There's Mom.
Before that, that's when last I saw him.
What's the name of this fall?
I believe it's a silk trail. We're here on a trip in Seward, about 150 miles from Anchorage.
And it's raining once again.
And the ship for our Glacier tour was canceled because of rough water. It looks to me quite smooth.
And here's a little fall. Little fall. Pretty.
The water.
Yeah. Let's see all kinds of little. Oh, look, you can see how hard it's raining.
The one-lane bridge.
The one-lane bridge is right there.
Call on the Raindeer this morning and tally. Money back. Only restriction.
It's a shame it's raining. This will be an awesome view. Awesome. Just had to show you this. This is a log cabin with, yes, those are bay windows. Bay windows. We're still trying to figure out what that is. I think it's a house.
A cute little house.
They got some unusual looking places out here.
Oh, I'm not gonna. Oh, the camera's up.
Well, this is a sunken ship that's been left here from A 1964 tidal wave that Alaska had.
Caused by an earthquake.
Yes, caused by an earthquake. Okay.
Over here.
And here is another ruins of a ship that died. There's another view of that ruined ship. Check it out. Then years later they build railroad tracks right next to it.
Railroad tracks were there.
Before the ship? I thought this was all water before.
Nope.
It just got pushed there, huh?
Yep.
Okay, ciao. There's a hillside home. There's another one.
Still in Seward.
Beautiful. Where is it? There it is. It's a big house. Is he in here?
Another present? Here, you can have this one back.
Okay.
Here we have the Seward boat harbor, and this blue structure in the distance is where the fishing boats pull up and they pump the fish all down this blue tube into the fishery over here. And Dee was just asking how they pick the boats up, and there is one of the picker-uppers of the blue box with the yellow straps in it. That's how they pick the boats up.
So they pick the boats up and dry dock them. See, and then this thing is what sucks all the fish.
Yep, did you see that? You see that salmon jump? Let's go see him? Look, did you see the salmon? Jumping there?
Somewhere down here.
Let me put on my raincoat and see if I can catch the salmon. Oh, they're jumping out. He's jumping all over.
Gosh, the way this man drives.
What?
He wants to get out of the car.
He can't get out. He took his shoes off, for one.
That's a glacier on top of that mountain?
Yeah, it's a miniature glacier, but basically what a glacier is something that doesn't melt throughout the summer. Let's call that a... Okay, here we are, leaving Seward because the boat wasn't going out. This here water wheel or paddle wheel or whatever you want to call it is in Moose Pass, which is outside of Seward, and it is powering this grinding stone for sharpening your knives. You don't find that back home.
There's Gregory and Dad in the rain, looking at the hatchery here. This is the Kenai River. It's beautiful. The scenic here is beautiful. It stopped raining. The water is blue. Look how blue this water is. Glacier. Glacier water is always that color. This is a very typical scenery, though. Actually, in Alaska, there's a lot of this.
This is Cooper's Landing where we are now.
Cooper's Landing. Watch out. If he falls, he goes down the hill. The camera's shaking because I'm cold and I'm shaking.
You want to walk around?
There's a house with a view.
Salmon?
Mm-hmm. House with a view. This is our rent-a-car. There he is.
Did you get that salmon?
Mm-hmm. absolutely awesome.
Focus in on that cove over there. There's salmon jumping in. Okay. Here, we're still in the Cooper Landing area. You see this mountain here. Small mountain. But in this area, here, you can depict a small herd of mountain goat, or sheep, or whatever, otherwise known as doll sheep, or ram. These are the white animals with the curly shaped horn. This is Gregory. Yeah, drive around. Turn around and drive to the other end of the room. We're in Aunt Vicky's house. This is Chase. This is Chase in his ride-on car. Say hi, Chase. Say hi to the camera.
And I'm riding on a choo-choo train.
This is half of Chase's head. Okay, right across the room. Hey, buddy. Gregory.
What?
Right across the room.
No.
Yeah, I want to take a picture of your choo-choo train.
We're going to take a picture of the choo-choo train.
Yeah, this is a pretty nice toy room. Get on it and go choo-choo.
No. Hello, Grandma.
Whoops, you lost the car off your choo-choo train. That's such a cute toy. We're going to sneak upstairs and surprise everybody with the camera. Here at Aunt Vicky's house. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. There's Aunt Vicky. She's good on TV. That must be like Vanilla Ice or something. What is that called?
No, this was, just, oh, yeah, Tradio.
Tradio.
It might have been Tradio, yeah. Cricket, out, out, out. Don't come in. Yeah. Yeah, Tradio.
Smoking another cigarette.
Is your heat on?
She doesn't object.
You cold?
No, I just don't want to let all your heat on.
No, I always have windows open when Chris is gone. I always everything down.
It's like my wife here.
And he's like my dad.
My wife, we sleep, I have to tell everybody this story because I think it's so humorous. We sleep with the air conditioner on high, with the ceiling fan on high, and the box fan at the foot of our bed. Chantel who?
Meyer.
Don't you have a middle name?
No.
Oh, come on now.
I don't.
Doesn't it start with an R and end with a Y?
You know.
Am I right? Am I? Little brother, little sister.
Gregory.
A box of tapes.
Hi.
Oh, it's over here. I knew that.
This is the house we stayed in. Love that color. Love that color.
Gregory's doing the rumba here. Play the drums. Hey, buddy. Play the drums again.
No.
All right. He's here with Chantel and Chase playing the Yamaha keyboard here.
Wow. Ready? Wow. Good boy. Good boy. How many more you got there?
My nuts. You almost hit your neck. You win some.
Kitty cat on a trampoline. Another weird Alaskan tradition here. It's called Bounce the Cat.
Whoa! Hey! Hello, Gregory. What's this? Do this splits. Do the splits.
He's probably so tired, little guy.
Stay in the middle.
Fine. That. Includes you, Chase.
Bouncing on your belly?
When we first got it, Chris put a piece of tape right in a square piece. He said, Chase, don't bounce out of that tape.
Did he stay within the lines?
Pretty much.
Hey!
Vicky with her hands full. Yes, she's offered to babysit. She's offered to babysit. Do you think she can handle it?
Okay, here on our screen, out by Uncle Chris's gas field, we have a couple of roaming caribou. Sorry this isn't a close-up, but this area they're in. Okay, here we have a herd of caribou. Why don't you get a little closer, Vic? Yeah, I'll be alright. Yep. Here I'm standing on the door of the van. Where did they all go? They're out here in the field. I'm gonna try and get this bull. There's a bull out here that I want to try and get up down close up. If I can find him. Well, it looks like they have evaded us. But we were about 50 feet or 100 yards from them. Okay, we're quite a distance from these guys, but out here it seems as if we have a couple of sea lions playing around in the water. I'm zoomed in all the way, I can't get any closer than that. What's this? There's another guy. A couple more.
No, I got it just fine. It's a pretty rainbow. Yeah. World's smallest ice cream cones.
From McDonald's.
World's smallest ice cream cone.
Baby ice cream cone. Let's sit down.
Look how little it is. Isn't that cute?
One for you.
What do we say?
Did you get the tank and the fish?
Mm-hmm.
Is that good? Perfect size. Perfect size, huh?
Snack size.
They must have had this closed for a while, right? Did you go through and do this remodeling?
No, they left it open. They just...
Okay, we're still here in McDonald's. And here is a fish tank in McDonald's. Isn't that odd? It's about a 100-gallon tank here in the corner. You see the stingray blinking his eyes. See his mouth. Don't see that in McDonald's around here.
We're on TV. Mommy's making a movie of us.
Hi, Mom.
Chase, be careful. Go all the way up.
And here comes Chase.
Down the front. You're on movies.
Whee!
I'm all the way up
Yep.
You be careful.
Don't play up there. Go down the slide.
because Mommy can't see me.
Yeah, go down the slide. So
Take a picture of it. Go together.
hold hands.
Go down. Sit down, Chase.
Yeah, go down together.
1, 2, 3, go.
Go!
Go together.
Whee!
Chase, stretch. Careful. Upstairs.
Yeah, go together. Gregory, sit down. Uh-oh, Daddy's going too. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Whee! There's Greg, the big kid.
We only thought they were talking about their second weekend.
Come over on this side. Sit on my leg. Hey, this leg in the middle. Sit on my leg.
No.
Yes, we're gonna go down together. Ready?
Ready?
All of us. Ready? Hold on tight.
Did you get Chase a toy?
A wiping machine.
Well, I picked one for Gregory, one for Chase. I just didn't get him any luggage. You should go right in there. It says extras on top shelf. What?
They were coming in there, so I didn't know what to do.
Ask her. I'm telling you. Ask her if you can have a toy for the kids, Greg.
Jake, don't play up there. You slide down, please.
You gonna go down on your belly?
Boy, if they had a McDonald's land like this at home, we wouldn't have to have his birthday parties at Chuck E. Cheese's anymore.
This is where Jake had his 2 birthday parties. And they put games in there and that, and then they opened it up.
Wow.
They give out great goodie bags now.
Do they? Oh, yeah. All right.
This is a road. It's static. It's static. This is our Pontiac Grand Am.
And Greg's driving.
Hello.
Or rent a car. And here's Gregory enjoying the scenery. A typical road in Alaska. Just winding around, you get lower and lower. We're looking for moose. Check this out, being passed by a tractor trailer. They are passing us. It's unbelievable. Anyway, back to this mountain. Just like, check out the trees and stuff. So pretty, look this one. Okay, oh, there's bugs on our window again. Oh, you look out this window. So awesome. Is there anybody up there?
No more bugs on the window.
No people up there.
See the nipple of that mountain?
unreal. You're just going into these mountains. Oh. Everybody drives like maniacs. See, every turn there is. Greg, slow down! Ah, move out of our way, truck. Move out of our way. I am crashing your truck. I'm crashing your truck. Crashing your truck.
Okay, that's enough.
Here's Daddy teaching Gregory how to use the wilderness. Here. Yeah.
No, just keep going, Potty, on the ground. No, go
I
on the
will.
ground.
I'll be respectful and only show you this view of it.
Okay.
There's Daddy fishing. Wave hi, Dad.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Dad.
He's fishing for salmon. Will he catch anything? Update later.
This small mountains. Apparently, Glacier. Mountains. And more mountains.
There's a small glacier. This is such a totally awesome sight. Portage Glacier. There's icebergs over there. Look how blue. I'll zoom in. Yeah. It's a shame we can't see. It's huge. Okay. This is the most awesome sight yet. It's raining, so this is unbelievable. Look at the color of this stuff. Look at the size of this. Look at it, just in the middle of the water. It just breaks off the mountain, comes down. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen. Wouldn't want to fall in this water. Or it's cold. It comes down off this mountainside. It's too foggy to really see, but unbelievable. What a sight.
About to touch the first ice cream.
All right.
Reach out your hands, honey. I'll hold this up.
Yeah, you're going to see me.
They're moving over there.
They're moving.
The book.
They're moving. This is awesome. Awesome. I'm freezing. Got to get back in the car. Ciao. This is so cool. All we need now are some penguins. They have penguins in Alaska?
Yeah.
Isn't that where they come
I've
from?
never seen one in the wild, but actually everything's moving, even that real big one. Right in front of us.
Yeah, I could see it. Coming down the mountain. Now, this is Explorer Glacier. And it's pretty awesome. What an awesome sight. Should we zoom in and show these big chunks here?
Those two are going up.
Where'd he go?
Up there. They're all over the place.
Yeah.
There's 2 more up there. 3 more up there.
I got him.
I gotta go back to the car.
Okay. They're everywhere. Mountain goats. No wonder they don't fall off the mountain. This is the playground of Huffman School. We're here to visit Uncle Robert during recess. See Uncle Robert on the swing? And Gregory Daniel. Gregory Daniel. There's Dad. Gregory says, give me a push. Woo, all these kids screaming. There's Uncle Robert, proud of his nephew. Here's Uncle Robert and Gregory coming down the slide together. Whee!
Cut it, I'm playing. Just stay.
I think that's Robert's girlfriend. Ooh. It's pretty gorgeous, isn't he?
Oh, hold on. Hold on.
Let's attempt not to dislocate. Oopsie daisy. Robert and his girlfriend.
Now, okay, try this. Ready? Now look at Mommy. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yay! He loves the playground. She loves it.
You know what these are called? Don't tell him. You know what these are called?
Gregory here at Show and Tell at Huffman School.
That's a pretty big one. Whoa!
Gregory? This is David. Ken's. That's Kenny.
I don't know if we're going to do each person. Can you just have him say hi to everybody?
Say hi, everybody.
We have 2 Gregs. Here's a Greg. How many you did? 6?
Here we have Robert and Gregory functioning in a classroom. But as you can, we're standing here on a flat top mountain, and we're looking at the city of Anchorage.
Boy, it's pretty windy up here, huh?
That's Wendy Moe. That's Wendy Moe you hear in the background. As you can see, I'm shivering.
No, it's not too bad with this guard behind us. Not too many crazy people up here at bonfire. You run those off that are.
I hope this is coming out. because this is a night picture if it's not.
It might be a big blur of lights.
When they
Okay, this constellation, where'd it go?
It's been like $200
look at the
a
rain.
week in dog food for my dog sled.
I lost, there it is. This constellation of lights here was my high school, which is now called Service Handshoe, is it?
No, it's Robert Service High School.
Okay,
And
there's
then
the high school.
Handshoe is a new school.
Now on a real clear day, all the way over here,
In fact, Handshoe is dead ahead. You see that bright light out there right in
you
front
can
of us?
see about McKinley.
If you kind of look down, and it's the first row of bright lights, kind of.
What's that?
That's Handshoe Junior High. I was the first graduating age.
Over here, up here, is Fire Island, which isn't coming in. Oil refineries.
It's all the way over in that corner. Over there.
Like
So
Elmendorf
that was
Air
Anchorage.
Force Base.
Narrate. This is the gravity pull.
Gravity Hill.
Gravity Hill.
Notice we're neutral.
And we're going up a hill. We are moving.
Start this at the bottom of the hill from a standstill. Don't ask me what that noise is.
And then the car breaks down. Gravity pulls so hard, the engine falls right out.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm glad I don't live up here in the winter time, because the end of this road is just like...
And now we are on top of the hill.
And now we are going down the hill. We're still in neutral.
This is Indian Valley
Sausage plant.
sausage.
Any bear, any cache, any log cabin. There's a
There's
sheep
bear.
up here on the hill. There's a fish over here on the door. Look at all these horns. Alaska.
Here we're sneaking up on reindeer. We're sneaking up on reindeer.
These are reindeer.
Yes, there are such things as reindeer.
Everything but his eye.
They're not paying us much mind here.
These will be sausage soon.
They're
Great.
real authenticated reindeer, and they are shedding the felt in their horns.
That means it's winter time.
Everything. Surrounded by mountains. As usual. And here's the fish that Greg didn't catch.
Done. We're leaving.
Here's Dad pushing us to move as usual. Hot, hot, chop, chop. Let's go, let's go. Bye.
This is the kids getting rowdy on the trampoline at Aunt Vicky's house in Kenai. Chantel, Dane, Robert, and Philip.
Put it down when she starts talking, right? I can do that!
Oh, I guess they're not getting rowdy anymore. I think they just saw the camera. Now that they're on TV, they're getting really wild. This is the beginning of one of those laundry detergent commercials, a surf commercial.
Everybody's gonna remember you guys like
Okay, here we're getting another candy
Turn
shot.
around. I want to turn the other way and say doofy. But turn around. I want to hear you. I want to be able to see without you looking at me. Now go ahead and say it the other way. Turn towards your cabin. I'll say doofy.
There's Goofy.
You got the camera going. Turn around with the camera.
This is inside Aunt Victor and that's Chris's house. What?
Don't forget to mention I am your favorite uncle on there.
This
Bob, Lazenby, Kenai. You can to run. The hell's this little bitty little podunk piece of pie?
Well, honey, if you can trade her before she
Hang on their mind.
She said it's lazy, so I got one thing on her mind.
Not me, I guarantee you.
Not Pam. Not Pam Lazenby. No. She's got two things on her mind, and I'm neither one of those. This is Philip. Careful, guys, you're in there.
Yeah,
No,
you're
this
too
is
close to the fireplace,
We're
Sid.
going to zoom in on Vic here.
The glass.
You guys are on camera.
The glass one's better than the
Greg, you guys are on camera.
You got the same kind.
There's my husband.
I got these.
Surrounded by children where he belongs. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I like them.
These are real comfortable.
Who's that pretty girl sitting on the fireplace?
Yeah, those are plastic, but they're more.
What?
How do these look on me, Mom?
No, not good at all.
They're way too high.
Those look good on
Pam.
Sam now. I think those
Years old, they're within a half inch of each other.
Yeah, and they're
I
only
think Phil might be a little bit
6 weeks
taller.
apart, aren't they?
Huh?
They're 6 weeks apart. in age.
Wait a minute, Christine. Philip's holding the kitty.
Chase, who's taller, Chase? Who's taller, Chase?
And they're both skinny.
Me and Philip. See, look, me and Philip.
These aren't the kind you can let them in the
Move
water.
Robert just a little bit. Chantel is by about 2 inches.
Wait, this is not a place for roughhouse.
2 inches, yeah.
Whoa! Look at your mom.
What are they called?
7 months.
I'm almost as big as
Blake and
Chase. Look
Kristen
how
are
high
8
I'm up
months.
to her.
Yeah.
And Dane, how tall are you?
I really like them. I think they're
That's not too.
She is getting pretty tall there.
Look at Chase.
no glare on it at all.
That's not tickling her
In the
toe, too.
wintertime,
No, I don't.
snow.
Kitten, you want to take the kitty?
I think he's actually tired, Vicky.
You go outside, emblematic. That's called the sportsman.
Dane and his mom, Vic.
Those are by Bushnell, I mean, not Bushnell, but
Bosch.
Gray Man.
They're red as they can be. It
They
looks
call
like
it
red as
sportsman's
fire.
too.
This is my wife talking to Tommy. Calling long distance.
What I'll do then is
This.
report back tomorrow, and if I don't get to you,
Oh, it's description. Who's this guy?
I'm like that guy.
This is Wendy driving
I'm one of the bushwhackers.
this guy's vet.
Yeah. Okay.
Follow that vet. Wendy Moe's driving it. Driving that vet. This is the Roxy. This is Wendy Moe. Check out the dress.
Smile, you're on camera.
Looks like we're getting a close-up.
Where did I pick this guy up at?
Sorry, I shouldn't have grabbed my crotch. It's just a black thing I do.
Okay, enough. Let's go.
Put the camera away.
Turn around and say hi. Hi. Hi.
And we all said, oh man.
Less than that, I think.
Probably about 30 degrees. Still got a good wind. This other guy just fell over again behind the leaves. See, Jim, you should come to Alaska and try this.
Alyeska ski resort, and this is the small mountain. Top of the big mountain you can't quite see. Greg has skied here many, many times. Seems weird. No snow on the ground. Not for another couple weeks. Cute thing. There's Robert being defiant. I'm not gonna go on it. No. I'm gonna sit on it. And Dad. And Greg. Yes, nice buns.
Okay, here we go. Smile, everybody. Look this way. You got set up, Sam. I mean, that quick.
Yay, it's a cute thing.
This way, Barbara. Here we go. All right.
On the ski lifts.
Water and 500 feet underwater. The glacier is about 3/4 of a mile wide and about 5 to 5.5 miles long.
I'm gonna get here. Whoa. Don't lean on that glass, my
Let's
friend.
go outside.
Looks to me like that rain's going about sideways.
Don't lean against the glass too hard.
And then there's a moraine formed right along the sides. And that's called a lateral or a side moraine. Now up near the top of Portage Glacier, there's a couple of glaciers that are coming down and merging with Portage. And the ice can't simply mix up, it stays somewhat separated. So the dirty ribbons of ice that you're seeing, or will be seeing real soon, are where the two lateral or the side moraines from each glacier have met and merged and are now coming on downhill, and that's called the medial moraine.
I guess if you
Look at it in the middle of the mountain.
Yep.
How dark the blue is in that streak right there.
Yep.
And they said the blue is from reflecting the sun.
Refracted.
Refracted.
Okay.
From the blue and green, they raise it like sunlight.
They have a shorter wavelength, so they bounce
I
more.
tell you, I wish it wasn't so cloudy.
What?
Now we're in 500 feet of water right here.
Look how deep. Yeah. Look how deep blue that one crevice is right there.
I wonder if that's the tide
I'm
changing
going to answer
there.
one more thing, and then I'm going to be up top, and for those of you wondering what I'll look like, I'll be wearing a blue raincoat and a blue hat. Some of you may be wondering how often Portage Glacier calves, or how often a piece of ice breaks off and falls into the water. Personally, I think Portage Glacier is at night. You know, when people aren't around, if we're lucky, we might have some calving, and if you've never experienced a calving before, what you really need to be doing if you're outside is listening. If you hear a noise that sounds kind of like thunder, look up and down the face of the glacier.
You're not recording, are you? God.
This is the Portage Glacier. This is Gregory.
Part of Portage Glacier.
nothing but business cards, panties and bras. Wall to wall. Tongues in a bar. Grabbing enough room for a dozen people in here. This is the entrance of the birdhouse. There's the door. Over here we have D. And this is the back side of the birdhouse. The bird has got a hold of my wife's hair. Sure.
Okay, this is September 16, 1991.
1:11 and 59 seconds.
And Alaska time. And in Philadelphia time, it is 5:08 in the morning.
My mustache
5:11.
Look at your ears, Gregory.
The camera says 5:08.
Look at your ears, Greg.
I'm sitting in the crown
Dude,
room.
I know you got your fingers up there.
There you go.
Last day of our vacation.
He wanted his mustache back.
Oh, I see. This is the sick crew here.
Uh-huh.
Camera
Sick.
Okay, we're all going home sick.
Camera.
Thanks, Dad. Vicky's
She's
child.
going awfully fast with that camera, though. She moves it so fast, I wonder how you see the pictures on the other end.
Yeah.
Does
She's
it-
always moved fast, so
She's a fast-moving woman.
always been a blur.
The hairdos are because of Portage
My
Glacier.
God, they moved the plane back.
And Gregory's hairdo's compliments of sleeping for a few hours.
I'm gonna need mine.
Yeah.
Eat them all gone?
Uh-oh. He took a picture of me.
I bet that turned out, I bet that, what does it look like on a flash is going to look like on that camera?
I'll show you in a minute.
It's going to go boom like a big flash, right?
Okay. Here we're getting ready to leave at the airport. Grandma, Gregory, and Greg.
All passengers on boarding card should proceed to gate A2 at this time. Final boarding call, Delta Airlines Flight 362.
She started.
Bye-bye, Grandma. We're on the airplane.
Greg.
All the passengers, please check with me at the podium. Greg Bell, Larry Walters, Lori Carnes.
Call you as soon as we get in. Okay? Bye-bye, Mommy. Oh, Mommy's going with us. Let's just watch where it goes.
He's getting a kick out of this.
Let's see where it goes. Oh! Oh, it's trying to go over the edge.
This was a surprise he got for being good on the airplane. Our ride home. Where goes back to Philly. Whoop, it fell.
Loading. There's Ann. Hi, Ann.